Okay, so we are about to go live. Oh, we are live. Meow meow. What is up? Are you going to behave this evening? Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, meow meow. Let's just wait for some more people to come into the room. I'm going to do some research here quickly. Okay, where was that? Yo, what's up, man? Bike mechanic, how you doing, bro? So today it's live stream. I am awesome. Thanks for joining me, Oaks. So today I'm gonna do like a little bit of a show, repairing your BMX. Do you ride mountain bike, bro? I hope you've got a mountain bike. As well as a BMX. So yeah, today's like hey bro, what's up? Auto Gold, RC, how you doing, man? 3 mountain bikes and 1 BMX, bro. That must be like so much maintenance. I kind of get why your name is Bikecanic now. Just 1 second, let me just close this door here. How you doing, RC? I hope you're good. I hope you're dealing with the cold okay there in Colorado, because you know what, I'm gonna make you a bit jelly. Hey, what's up, Johan? How's it going? I'm gonna make you a bit jelly, RC, and it's like literally like 30 degrees here in Cape Town, and the wind's blowing, so it's hot. It's hot here. So yeah, welcome to my live stream. This is a little bit of a different live stream. I'm just gonna talk a bit of what happens here in Cape Town, or what happened here in Cape Town a few months ago, and like I actually want to start doing this more often. Maybe touch on some controversial biking subjects, some news, all of that stuff on a new like kind of show. But on this one, like, you know what? I have been affected by crime on the bicycle before. I've had a bicycle stolen, and like one of my very early videos was how easy it is to steal a bicycle here in Cape Town. And it's super simple, man. You can do it with like a hacksaw blade. You can just saw off a lock easily and just zop the bike and ride away with it. So car guards and security guards, they don't even give a hoot if you do it, man. They just stand there dumbfounded that you actually attempted or did it in front of them. So yeah, this is like a bit of a touchy subject, because Cape Town and South Africa is pretty much known for their crime. There's loads of crime here, and although it's pretty isolated, yeah, for sure, I know it happens all over the world, man. Like, you know, bicycle crime and theft. That's why it's a relevant subject for everybody, because it happens everywhere. I've been to France, and when we were in France, a chalet was broken into and they stole like 12 bikes out of the chalet. Wow. So it happens everywhere around the world. Doesn't matter where you are. But the problem is that South Africa, we deal with quite a bit of violent crime, and there's some like things that happens here that kind of I'm not aware of it happening anywhere else in the world. Firstly, bikejacking, and that's what today's topic is about. I know, dude. Like, check it out. This is like she's actually like a vampire. Check it out. She's watching, and she's listening, and she's just waiting to like do something. She probably wants to get on here. Okay, so this happened a few months ago, maybe like 2 months ago. What's it now? It's almost February. Can you believe it? It's almost February, but this happened in November. So it kind of affects me, because me and this dude, we share a name. This guy's second name is Wayne. And my name is Wayne. And so it kind of like, you know, when I saw this, I was like, oh man, another Wayne brew is in trouble here, man. You know, so I read about this, and it's concerning, bro. This guy was out riding his bicycle. Well, this is the story that I believe that the newspaper span. This dude was out riding his bicycle, I think, to work, and some dude tried to jack him and stabbed him in the head with a freaking knife, like literally, like to the hilt of the knife. Like the knife was like in his face, in his head. The X-rays is. I just took the picture from the thumbnail. That's taken from. That's the actual X-ray of this guy, and that was taken from the interwebs. And that's the actual X-ray of the knife in this guy's skull. So what this guy does, right? This guy's like fight or flight comes into play here. Like superhuman freaking strength. He grabs his bike and he freaking rides away and he heads off to the doctor with a freaking knife all the way in his skull. I mean, if that's not like superhuman strength, then like, I don't know what is. Like, you know, it's freaking crazy. And it's like a miracle that this guy is still okay. And he's like, I think he's okay. But I understand he is. I hear he's what the newspapers. He had this knife pulled out and he had some surgery done. The doctor, he went to a normal like doctor, and that doctor was like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, he's never seen anything like it before in his life." And I can understand why, because it's pretty crazy. It's pretty mental. Guy gets stabbed in the freaking head with a knife. Takes his bike, rides to the doctor, and he's got this knife stuck in his head. So he went for surgery, and luckily it didn't penetrate the brain. I think he's okay, and I think he's just fine. Yeah, so that's it. Bro, I know. Like, I'm pretty much the same. If I had a pretty brutal crash yesterday, I've got some like scars there. I actually had a pretty nasty night's sleep last night because of this. This is like brand new. It's from yesterday. I had a pretty brutal crash on the e-bike. Bent the pedal. The bike actually like flipped over me, and like while it was happening, I was like, "Ooh, you know what? This bike is actually pretty heavy, and if this falls on me, I could be in a bit of trouble." So yeah, and the only thing when I got up, I was like, "Is the bike okay? You know, is the bike alright?" And then after that, then reactions kicked in, and I was like, "Oh shit, you know, am I okay?" So I know, I get it. Bike is most important. But yeah, how's that? Hey, how's it, bro? How's it, Joel? How you doing, man? Headed to the shuttle day on Sunday. Yeah, I don't know if I am. Maybe. When is Darkfest? Because Darkfest apparently is pretty soon. So yeah, so this guy gets attacked for his. I think they were trying to mug him for his bike. So yeah, if you don't know the history, South Africa has got is riddled with bike jackings. It's isolated, right? It's isolated to certain areas. Hey, what's up, Landon? How you doing? How's Vermont? Hey, Craig, how you doing, man? Oh, we're getting people dropping in now. Rad. Okay, so yeah, Cape Town has got some hot spots where if you're riding up these certain places that's targeted, there's certain areas that you shouldn't ride alone, and they target these areas on these climbs because they know you're going to be out of breath. And then when you start climbing this specific climb in roads close to Rhodes Memorial, they just jump out the bushes. The oaks jump out the bushes and try and push you off the bike, or rob you with a gun, or rob you with a knife. And I don't know the full story about this incident with this guy. Let me just check out this guy's. I don't want to actually mention it. His second name is Wayne, bro. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? We're going VIP for Darkfest. Boo, if you can organize VIP tickets for Darkfest, I'll do it. I'll film it. I'll be there. So yeah, I mean, it's literally like kind of crazy. And the other day there was another instance. Yeah, exactly, bro. Flying Tiger, how you doing, man? Exactly, and like 2 weeks ago, I came up on my Facebook feed. These two, it looked like university students were riding. It looked like they were on their way to Yonkers-Hoek, either Yonkers-Hoek or someplace up in... Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, the caddy's right over there. So she's busy. She's watching and waiting to pounce. So these kids were on their way to go ride, and some dude in the car pulls up next to these riders, these cyclists, just out riding to the trail, and he goes totally nuts, and he freaking like swings a U-turn and tries to drive into these kids going to go ride go out and ride on the trail. I wonder if I can actually pull up this video. I wonder if there is cyclists. What should I search for? Vermont in the house. Okay, cool, sweet. What's Vermont like? How's the weather? Is it snow? I bet it's snowing there. I bet it's snowing. With car. Sorry, I'm trying to like check this out. I can't find it. But yeah, oh wait, road rage Stellenbosch. There we go. No, this was January. Okay, so hey, so snow and cold, man. It is freaking warm. Yeah, I am gonna start sweating now because it's pretty brutal. Okay, so here's the Times live ad. This is the guy. I'm gonna try and swing this around quick. Let's see. So that's the kid. He's like a university student. He looks old because he's got a beard, but I reckon the guy's like 20 years old, maybe a bit older. I'm just paging through. They don't have the video, but this guy was like out riding, like on an everyday ride, right? And just on his way to the trail, some guy with road rage. It's mental, yeah. It's not like America. When we were in America, like we experienced something different where it's kind of like the cyclists have right of way on the road. Yeah, it's totally opposite. Yeah, people get hit all the time by drivers, and it's a problem. Our world champion, a world champion cyclist. Hey, what's up, Ali G? Yo, how's it going? World champion cyclist named Boris Stunt. It's a famous case. This guy was a UCI world champ. He was hit by a taxi on the road because our taxis just drive recklessly. It's a known fact that Cape Town or South African taxi drivers are reckless drivers, and we have to. That's why I don't ride on the road at all, because I don't want to die. And I know that people here, cyclists don't have right of way here, and cars just do what they want to here. It's a bit out of control at the moment, and crime is out of control here currently at the moment with all these incidents happening. Guy gets stabbed in the head. These lighties, they're out for a ride. They get encounter some dude with road rage. This guy literally attacks them with his car. Yeah, bro, that's the thing. Like drivers, they can't really see you. So yeah, bro, that's it. That's exactly why I don't ride the road. Is because it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous to ride on the road. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what somebody's thinking. You don't know if they're on their cell phone. That's a big thing. I do it as well. I check my cell phone while I'm riding, but usually at like a stop sign or a red robot. But it's no excuse. But I admit that I do it while I'm stopping. That I do check my phone. But it is a problem. And I'm going to try consciously from now on, try and stop using my phone while I'm driving, because it's nuts, man. Like, look, if you guys, let me know if you guys have ever been like in a case of, in like an incident, like a near-death experience while you are riding your bikes by someone either trying to attack you, if you've had your bike stolen before, any crime-related activity, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about it, because I mean, this stuff happens all over the world. It's a global problem. And yeah, it's just something that no one really wants to talk about. I ride wheelies in the streets because I like being punky attention. Nice one, man. Yeah. Like if I could wheelie, I would probably do the same. I would listen to fucking some Rancid in my ears or some Offspring or Offspring's a bit commercial, right? I was listening to, like, when I was younger, I was listening to Sex Pistols. That's like the punk that I was listening to, like Sex Pistols back when I was like 13 years old. And sleeping as struggle, yeah, dude, it happens all over the world. That's nuts. Like, I see, like, you get all these attachments for your bike, these like rear view mirrors that you put on the side there, but do you want to be that dude riding with this mirror on your bike? You know, looks kind of weird. You got like some people have got like 120,000 rand or like a $10,000 road bike, and they've got this dodgy looking mirror on it. Doesn't look cool. It just makes a bike look a bit unlegit. But I mean, like, if you're concerned about your life, you won't bother. Coffee, I love it. This is a cortado. I drink cortado. So cortado is like it's a little bit of milk, and it's like half milk, half coffee. Pretty strong. Rad. I love it. The stronger the better. Okay, wait, I'm gonna scroll through some of these comments. I see Peter. Oh, Peter like posted something here. Tried that eyeglass mirror. Super distracting. Just ride without earphones and pretend you're invisible. Oh, bro, that's like taking a chance, eh? Hey, what's up, Matthew Graham? How you doing, man? Yeah, Samoa, bro. I don't want to say too much, but maybe this year, bro. Maybe this year. I've got to find some. I'm planning on doing. Okay, let me spill the beans of what may be happening later on this year. I'm planning on doing Mega Avalanche. I don't know if you guys know Mega Avalanche, but Mega Avalanche is the biggest, most craziest, insane race, mass start race on the glacier you will ever see, bro. I'm gonna try get out there. I don't know if I can. I've got to do some fundraising and stuff, but I've got to get out there. It's been on my bucket list to do Mega Avalanche. So if I do Mega Avalanche, I'm going to make it my mission to get back to, firstly, Morzine as well for a week, and then Samoa for a couple of days as well. Because, man, there's some stuff in Samoa that I was just blew my mind, and I would love to ride that stuff again. There was some stuff that I didn't get to ride. I was too chicken shit, but this time I think I'm in better shape. I think I'm a better rider, and I think I can do better at riding there now than what I did before. But yeah, Mega Avalanche, man. I've got to do some fundraising. I've got to see if I can get out there. But that's on my bucket list. That's for later on. Oh, dude, that would be amazing, man. Fred, I would love to get to Whistler. I wanted to do it this year, but this year's pretty tight with schedules. I'm like extremely busy. In 2 weeks' time, I'm leaving. I'm going to do 5 countries in like just over a month. So my next trip, 5 countries, just over a month. It's going to be legit. It's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to my Patreon accounts, Patreon subscribers. They'll know all about it. They'll know all about it because I've dropped them all the details. I have like a itinerary of where I'm going to be and all of that. So, but yeah, like 2 weeks time, I'm actually leaving on Valentine's Day, because what else am I going to do on Valentine's Day? I'm going to catch a plane. For some reason, I always buy tickets, right? And I buy them and I'm like, bro, this ticket is like super cheap. Let me buy it. And then, hey, what's up, Tiens? I buy this ticket and then I realize, oh, look at the date. It's Valentine's Day. Like before, look at the date. It's 9/11. Oh, I'm flying to America on 9/11. Now I'm flying. I'm flying and I'm on February the 14th on Valentine's Day. But you know what? It is what it is. I go whenever. Sheesh, bro. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. I think that's the best thing that you should do. Craig just said that he was riding through Zhiyun, which is it's an area here. It's like I don't want to say location, but it's like an informal settlement. That's the proper word. So it's an informal settlement just about 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers from where I am. And it's pretty brutal there. It's pretty dangerous. And he was held up by someone and just gave all his valuables over. And I think that's the best way of going about it. I have been in a situation where New Trails in George actually too. Oh man, I want to get out there. Like I heard the trails burnt down, but I heard Witfontein is now open, and it may be creating, and there may be some rad stuff being done there. Yeah. So where was I now? I was in a situation. I was riding down the trail, and I thought I was luckily with a group, and it looked like the trail was sabotaged with a tree being cut down. It was clearly sawed. They used a saw and they let it fall across the trail to try and stop riders. And that exact same spot, there was an attempted bike jacking at that exact same spot a few weeks before we got there. Luckily, the guy was quite big, and he was attacked with a log. You smacked on the back, and apparently, like, this dude freaking just took the log out the bike jacker's hands and beat the shit out of them with their own weapon. And then casually rode off with his bike and all his valuables. But if you're in a situation where a guy's got a knife and you're unsure, I would say just give your stuff over. It's just a safer option. But then again, you don't know if they're gonna shoot you or whatever, just for the fun of it. People do that here. They just do shit just to spite people. We've got different mentality here in South Africa. People are completely different. But yeah, I've had fun. Like, I want to keep this nice and short, guys. It's been rad hanging with you. Forest line in George will unfortunately be harvested. Those new ones are higher. Yeah, I heard the Daniel line is like opening up. I heard the Daniel line is like it's burnt out, so everything is open now. So there's possibilities for new lines going down, which is pretty cool. For a school trip now. No, okay. Don't worry about it. They'll be safe. I'm just saying there's some isolated areas that we do go ride in. That are known for crime, but I'm sure she'll be safe. But look, these are isolated incidents. It's not that bad here in South Africa. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How you doing? Once Kelly tried to bike jack me. Wow. So it happens in California as well. Yeah. So like bike jackings happens all over the world, it seems. But like South Africa, like I think I'm coming across strongly about the crime here. We do have crime, but like if you look at the houses and stuff here in South Africa, they're built for security. That's why you'll see, if you do ever come to South Africa, majority 98% of the houses have got big walls in the front with fences, electric fences, and electric gates, and it's pretty high security in the houses because there's break-ins and stuff. But like if you're out during the day and stuff, it's fine. It's just don't go to, like, this is the problem, is that we go and ride in known hotspots, and sometimes we go ride in known hotspots because they're nice areas, but we know that it's a hotspot, but we go there anyway. and that's where the problem happens. Also in South Africa, there are hotspots that are known for crime, but just stay out of those areas. Like, you're not going to go to the ghetto. That's one thing that you're not going to do. You're not going to, like, if you're a tourist here, there's a famous place in the area called Kailicha, which is full on informal settlement. I've been in the area like a lot for work and stuff, but if I was a tourist and I saw that, it looks interesting, but I would kind of like stay away from there because it's like informal settlement, and people that have been, if you go there in the evening, it's pretty violent. It gets violent there, but it's isolated events. We had a guy with a punga in George. Wow, bro. Nuts. There's been a guy with a punga there in Durban as well. Feels like in most places you got to be aware of your surroundings. Yeah, for sure, especially like when you're riding on the bike. I don't know, for some reason it's we targeted as riders, especially here in South Africa. Like I feel we've been targeted, and apparently I heard that they get more money. I don't know how much truth lies in this the statement I'm going to say now, but I heard from someone that there's more money in the bicycle parts than what they get for stealing certain cars. Like if they steal like a Polo, they'll get like a couple of $1,000 for selling it. But if they get a bicycle, like a top of the range bicycle, it's much easier for them to steal it. They get a lot more if they part it out than what they would for a car if they steal a car. So that's why they target the bikes. I know, and it's easy. It's so easy to steal a bike. Like I've stolen. Well, I stole my own bike just to see how easy it was, and it was ridiculously easy, man. I mean, it was so easy. Even we got people called car guards. They stand and watch your car to make sure that it's safe while you are inside the mall and you go shopping. These guys stand and they watch your car, and then you give them a donation afterwards. Even with these guys, I like managed to steal my own bike that was on my friend's car. He parked in there. I stole the bike off. I rode away. These guys like were dumbfounded. I still rode around them a couple of times. They didn't notice that the bike was off the car, and then my friend went to them and said, "Hey, bro, where's my bike?" Because he acted as if his bike was stolen. And then I rode past this guy. It was actually really funny. I rode past the security guard or this car guard, and Pierre, this friend of mine, he's like, "Bro, that's my bike." And then the guy clicked, and then they started chasing me, and I just rode off with the bike, and I got away. Pretty easy, pretty simple. It is so easy to steal a bike, and that's why I think it's targeted. So yeah, I've got a big trip coming up in 2 weeks. You guys will probably find out more later on as the time goes on. Trying to see that bike guards. A good idea. They can quickly. But what are the laws like? What happens to the criminals in China if they steal a bike? Is it pretty strict towards them, or do they just get a slap on the wrists? So yeah, big trip coming up. 2 weeks time, I'm off out of South Africa, back in South Africa, and then out of South Africa again. But big plans. It's going to be a rad trip. That's why I got that DJI Osmo Pocket, so that I can capture more behind the scenes of my trips and the traveling and the stuff that happens behind the scenes, so that you guys can see what happens. You guys can, it's more of a story. I create more of a story, and you get to see all the rough stuff that happens, because like when I do travel, it gets pretty rough out there, and I try travel on a budget. Cheers, Fred. Enjoy school tomorrow. I try travel on a budget, so I rough it up pretty brutally and pretty hard. So I get pretty hard on the rough side. And you guys can experience that and see how it's done and stuff. And I'm excited to show you and just up my game with the videos coming up. Next video, it didn't drop today, but next week, Monday, new video is going to drop. Rad video. I spent a bit of time with it, and I think you guys will enjoy it. It's some new stuff. Rad. It's going to be kiff. Anyway, yo, guys, it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to keep this night short and sweet. I don't want to ramble on too long. Pretty strict in stealing. Many people. Yeah, it's good that if they got proper laws in place for theft, that's good. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hooking up with me on this episode. Yo, you know the drill. Punch that like button if you like the video. Subscribe if you like my channel videos. Yeah, videos every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for hooking up with us. Meow meow myself. There she is. She's licking herself on this episode. And we will catch you on the next one. Cheers, bros.